December 4th, 1872. The Atlantic Ocean stretches endlessly in every direction. Cold, vast, indifferent. On that morning, the crew of the British brigantine Dei Grazia spots something unusual cutting across the horizon. A vessel. Its sails are raised, but it isn't moving with purpose. It drifts, slightly off rhythm, like something abandoned but not defeated. As they draw closer, the name becomes visible on the stern: Mary Celeste. At first glance, nothing appears catastrophic. There's no smoke, no visible damage, no distress flags, but there's something wrong. No one is on deck. No one answers their calls. Only wind, only water, only silence. 8 days earlier, the Mary Celeste departed New York Harbor bound for Genoa, Italy. On board were 10 people. Captain Benjamin Briggs, experienced, disciplined, respected. His wife, Sarah. Their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia. 7 skilled crew members. This was not a reckless expedition. Briggs was known to be cautious, thoughtful, deeply religious. He would not have taken unnecessary risks.
Crew, secure the lines. We depart on the tide.
Especially not with his family aboard. The cargo, 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol, flammable, volatile, valuable. The voyage began like countless others. Routine, predictable, normal. And then something happened. When 2 men from the Dei Grazia climb aboard the Mary Celeste, they expect disaster. Instead, they find order. The deck is intact. The sails are partially set. The hull shows no sign of violent collision. Inside, the scene becomes more unsettling. Personal belongings remain undisturbed. Clothes neatly folded, cooking utensils in place. Food supplies sufficient. There is no evidence of struggle, no blood, no weapons drawn. The captain's quarters appear methodical, almost calm. But there are details that don't align. The ship's lifeboat is missing. So are the sextant and marine chronometer. Critical navigation tools. The last log entry is dated November 25th, 10 days before discovery. Its coordinates place the vessel near the Azores. Yet when found, the ship has drifted hundreds of miles beyond that point. For 10 days, no record exists. No documented storm. No confirmed distress signal. No witness. Just absence. The Mary Celeste is escorted to Gibraltar, where a formal maritime inquiry begins. The investigation is led by Frederick Solly Flood. Suspicion clouds the proceedings. Was it mutiny? Murder? Insurance fraud? Flood even questions whether the crew of the Dei Grazia staged the scene. But scrutiny reveals no proof. Nothing was stolen. The cargo remains secured. Valuable items untouched. There are no signs of violence, no hidden bloodstains, no structural sabotage. After months of examination, the court reaches no conclusion. The case is left open, officially unresolved. And that unresolved silence begins to grow louder over time. So what compels an experienced captain to abandon a seaworthy ship in open ocean? Modern analysis points toward the cargo. 9 barrels of alcohol were later found empty. They were constructed from porous red oak, known to leak more than white oak barrels. If vapor accumulated in the hold, a spark could have triggered a pressure explosion. Not necessarily a fiery inferno, but a violent blast of compressed air. Enough to terrify anyone below deck. Imagine the sound. A sudden concussive boom. Wood reverberating. The sharp scent of alcohol flooding the air. Captain Briggs may have believed a larger explosion was imminent. Faced with a volatile cargo and his family on board, hesitation would not be an option. He could have ordered a temporary evacuation, a controlled one, board the lifeboat, tether it to the main ship. Wait at a safe distance. Return once the threat passed. It is a rational decision, measured, prudent, until the ocean intervenes. A gust of wind, a shift in current, a rope strained beyond tolerance. and in one irreversible moment. The line snaps. The Mary Celeste continues forward under sail. The lifeboat drifts behind. Smaller, slower, exposed. In the vastness of the Atlantic, a lifeboat without navigation tools is nearly invisible. If this scenario unfolded, survival odds would have been minimal. No confirmed trace of that lifeboat has ever surfaced. No remains identified. The ocean kept what it was given. Over time, theories multiplied. Pirates, but no valuables were taken. Sea monsters, but no damage supports it. The Bermuda Triangle, though the ship was nowhere near it. Supernatural forces, alien intervention. The human mind resists unanswered questions. It fills silence with imagination. But the historical record offers something more chilling. There was no chaos, no violence, no dramatic wreckage. Only a ship that looked as though its crew intended to return. The table wasn't overturned. The cargo wasn't looted. The structure wasn't compromised. It was as if time simply paused, and the people disappeared. The Mary Celeste continued sailing under new ownership for years. Its name endured until 1885, when it was deliberately wrecked in an insurance fraud scheme, a mundane ending for a vessel wrapped in myth. But the event of 1872 never faded. 10 people vanished in open ocean. No storm claimed them. No witness recorded their fate. No final message survives. What remains is an image. A wooden ship cutting silently through gray Atlantic water. No footsteps on deck, no voices below. Only wind filling empty sails. More than 150 years later, maritime historians still debate the precise sequence of events. Perhaps we will never know. And maybe that is why this story endures. Not because it was violent, not because it was dramatic, but because it was quiet. The Mary Celeste was not destroyed. It was abandoned. And sometimes the most unsettling mysteries are not about what we see, but about what simply isn't there. Silence, absence, an empty ship, drifting across an indifferent sea.